Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, like, back to the video. And in today's video, we're gonna reviewing the MCU part number 23, WandaVision. So yeah, finally we're moving into more of like the TV series, the Disney Plus TV series. So yeah. Anyways, before we start the video, I just want to apologize quickly. I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. Yeah, this is not too good. I'm kind of losing my voice, so bear with me a bit. I know it's the same thing far from home. I'm probably gonna say it in the next video too. But I mean, I just gotta make this content real quick because I'm trying to finish reviewing this all before a certain time period. So yeah. Anyways, so similar to my all the rest of the videos, you know the drill. I'm gonna go through my initial reaction, bad, good, and then finally my closing remarks and kind of like my rating. So in my initial reaction, I thought WandaVision was definitely an interesting premise. It was an interesting show at first. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. It kickstarted all the Disney Plus shows. Do I think it was extremely well done? Not really. I mean, do I think it was extremely bad? No. But I mean, I'm kind of in that gray area when it comes down to the show. I'm not really sure if I think it's a really good show or do I think it's a really bad show. I mean, it has its ups, but it also has a lot of downs as well. So I mean, yeah, you kind of be the judge. I'll still give a rating and stuff, but I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's first of all let's go with the bad. Now, I want to also make this clear as well. I'm doing this review from like a rewatchability perspective in terms of the fact that I'm rewatching everything. These none of these on the list are first time watches. When I'm reviewing them of my opinion of the rewatch, I guess you could say. So that's just gonna tie a bit into my opinion. Uh, yeah, and definitely if you're curious, I believe I already reviewed like my honest reactions to this when I first watched it. It's somewhere on my YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure I created a playlist, so definitely check like the playlist section. So yeah. Now in terms of the bad, just right off the bat, rewatchability on this show is terrible. I can't even lie. I remember when I originally watched it, I was like, okay, this is a good show. I'm watching it, watching through the whole episodes. That's good. But I mean, now just knowing what happens, it's just the rewatchability is complete trash. I cannot rewatch this show. I mean, I just force myself to rewatch the whole show. I do not like rewatching this show just because I feel like a lot of what made the show good was the mystery and suspense and the thinking of what's going on. But when you know it's Agatha Harkness is the villain, and then Wanda's gonna end up becoming the Scarlet Witch, and then the boys are gonna die, and then Vision's gonna be end up going away, and then he's gonna turn to White Vision. There's just a bunch of different things, and then who Monica Rambeau is. It just feels like the rewatchability is kind of just trash on the show. Honestly, if I wasn't reviewing it for you guys, I don't even think I would watch it. I mean, I don't even think there's a point in rewatching it. Maybe people would say rewatch it for Doctor Strange too if you want to watch it. But I mean, honestly, I don't even think it's worth rewatching for that. I mean, honestly, I don't even think it's worth watching. I mean, it's just personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the rewatchability on the show. So yeah. Next of all, it had terrible plot twists. I don't even know what to say. What makes something very interesting is the plot twist, and I gotta say, it made shit plot twists. Excuse my language, but it made shit plot twists. I can't even lie. It was just terrible with the plot twist. I'm talking specifically that whole Quicksilver plot twist. I was very mad. I'm not even gonna lie. I was very mad when I first saw this. I was like, shit. And it just makes it worse on rewatch. It just like you remember this guy's not really Quicksilver and he just made out to be Quicksilver. It just stupid to me. Um, not a big fan of that. I'm with a lot of people on that one with people not disliking it. So yeah, I don't even know if anyone actually likes that twist. I don't know a single person that does like that twist. Um, and then the next thing I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. I mean, I try to keep my reviews as honest as possible. I was not. I mean, on my first watch, I was all right with the sitcom thing, but I mean, later on, it's just horrible. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like the sitcom thing. I just think it's strange. Honestly, I guess that's the point. But I mean, it just kind of like meh to me anymore. Like I don't even find it like interesting. Like I watched some of these sitcoms growing up, and I know these sitcoms, but I mean, still, like it was just weird to me seeing this, and I don't know what to say. Um, yeah. Now moving into more of the good stuff. So in the good stuff wise, I thought the different themes of the show was pretty good. I mean, I like the theme of just like being family and the emotion that brung with Wanda, and we kind of go through her story as well as we kind of learn dive deeper into her character because we never really dived deep before in her character, as well as we're seeing her, sorry, deal with the traumatic tragedy of Vision dying back in Infinity War and how that kind of dealt with it. Because again, it's like losing kind of like your soulmate of sorts. So I thought that was kind of interesting with the themes and stuff like that. Um, yeah, and also sorry, going back to the bad, I'm my complete apologies. I forgot to say this, but I mean, I wasn't personally, I wasn't a big fan. This dives into the plot twist, but I wasn't a big fan of Agatha Harkness, to be honest with you guys. She serves her purpose, but I mean, she kind of stinks. I can't even lie. Like, I don't really like her as a villain. She kind of made a terrible villain. She didn't made no sense in the show. I mean, other than just to be there and just be the villain of the show, and also as well, I guess to help out Wanda unlock her true powers. But I mean, honestly, in my personal opinion, I felt as if Agatha was just a terrible villain. So yeah. Anyways, continuing on to the good. My apologies on that. So, in terms of the good, I actually like the intro of the new characters. I mean, I like the introduction of Monica Rambeau. That was really stellar. I think she is going to be a really good character in the MCU moving forward. I can't wait to see what's up with her next. So that was really enjoyable. We also got like I wouldn't say it was an introduction. It's definitely not an introduction, but it's more of like a reintroduction to Wu. I thought this show really made Agent Wu just like a way better character in my opinion. Of course, he came in Ant-Man and the Wasp before, but I feel like he was just kind of like an asshole in that movie. Mind my language again, but I mean, I just felt like he wasn't the greatest in that movie, and this just made him so much cooler. And he's also more of a likable character now, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if this really counts, but I guess White Vision, because technically it's a completely different character. Um, that's another thing character that's interesting in the introduction, as well as Billy and Wiccan. I hope they have some kind of role in the future of the MCU. I think most likely they will. I mean, it's not like they're gonna be gone forever. I think they will come back to hopefully play like to play maybe their teenage counterparts or whatever gets in the Young Avengers. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully we get to see that happen. So yeah, and I also like the bringing back Darcy part of it. I thought that was actually not that bad, and I didn't think that was a bad call. I mean, you would think bringing some random character from another movie that really doesn't have anything to do with another character, you would think that's kind of dumb. But I mean, honestly, it makes sense. I mean, I understand it. Makes sense. It's not too bad as well. The next thing I actually liked was again, character wise. I thought the character development was good. I thought Wanda was definitely an interesting character. I find her a very interesting character, just because again, like she's navigating through tragedy, and I'm curious to see, especially what happens like and in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I was interested to kind of see what happens. So yeah. I also like Vision as a character. I don't know. I just found Vision more likable in this compared to the other stuff. Like in Civil War, I didn't find him too likable. But I mean, I think that was done on purpose. I wasn't sure what to say in Infinity War, honestly, because again, in Infinity War, he kind of just died, and I mean, I don't know. I feel like we didn't get too much time with Vision before he died, so I felt like this was much needed. The fact that we got more time with Vision, it just made him more of a likable character. So that's pretty cool. I felt like the show as well was actually pretty fun. I mean, I would say out of the MCU shows, I would say this is probably just second in terms of like just honestly just having fun watching the show and having fun, or not having fun, but just being like a fun show. A show you could just throw on, watch, and whatever. I felt as if it was a fun show. I definitely think Miss Marvel though was the more fun show out of the two, but I mean it definitely ranks second at least. And then the next thing is, of course, the show uses a lot of CGI and special effects, and I think it actually uses CGI and special effects really good. I honestly think that. I think they did a really good job in terms of all the different special effects, especially when the ones where it was like black screened or black and white, sorry, screened on the display, and then they had like colored pictures and stuff like that. I thought that was really good for the by the special effects team. I thought this was probably one of the better in terms better shows or something shows and movies in terms of the special effects. I think the visuals are great. Honestly, I think it probably has the best visuals out of the MCU. I mean, sorry, not the MCU, the TV shows. By far, maybe perhaps Loki edges it out, maybe, but I mean, it still was good. It still was when Marvel was making good CGI and stuff like that. So that was really good. But I mean, in terms of my final reaction, or sorry, final remarks, closing remarks, and my rating, I think this movie, or sorry, this TV show is definitely stellar. Sorry, not stellar. I've been using that word too much. Sorry. I think it's, I think it's more moving towards solid. I mean, yeah, it's moving a little bit more towards solid. But I mean, it's still got a lot of problems. I don't know if they're gonna ever make like a second season or like even a Scarlet Witch TV series or something. But I mean, they definitely had some stuff here that worked, but I mean, they also had a lot of flaws. But I mean, it was the first of its kind, so I mean, I understand it's gonna have flaws and stuff because this was the first time Marvel or the MCU was moving to television. Well, where it was a proper time, I guess you could say. I mean, obviously, Marvel's had stuff on television before, but I mean, yeah, the MCU and integrating movie characters into a more longer thing and really having to dive into the characters as well as introduce new characters. So yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it though. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot the rating. I almost did that outro and forgot the rating. Anyways, my rating, I give it an honest 7.5 out of 10. Not the greatest, but I mean not the worst. But anyways, that's pretty much it though. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.